Scents are not just things our nose notices. They are tiny keys that open doors to time. A single scent can instantly carry you into another moment, pull you back to the roots of a memory, stir a buried feeling, or gently speak to your soul. Every scent is a vibration. That vibration can unlock a memory, a desire, or a whole inner world. You may not have realized it, but the fragrances that echo inside you give clues about who you are, what you feel, and the parts of yourself you keep hidden. Scents are like a private language, whispering what words cannot. Today, try a small experiment. Close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, and notice which scent draws you in. Pay attention. Often, the answers you seek are not in a thought, but in a breath. In front of you are 4 scents. Pine needles, the scent of the forest. Lemon peel, that burst of citrus freshness. Lavender, the gentle calm of a night garden. And freshly ground coffee, the comforting aroma of morning. Don't overthink it, don't analyze. Just take a slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders relax and trust your intuition. Ask yourself, which of these scents feels like me? Which one pulls me in without reason, like it already knows who I am? This isn't just a random choice. It's a quiet conversation between your senses and your soul. The scent you're drawn to doesn't define you from the outside. It reveals something that's already alive within you. A hidden emotion, a quiet longing, or a piece of yourself waiting to be seen. Maybe the earthy smell of pine makes you feel grounded. Or maybe the brightness of lemon sparks your energy. Perhaps lavender wraps you in peace, or the deep aroma of coffee awakens your fire. Whatever scent speaks to you, trust that it's not by chance. Your senses are more honest than your thoughts. They know what your soul needs long before your mind figures it out. So close your eyes again. Take another breath. Let the scent choose you this time. Somewhere in that inhale is a reflection of who you really are. Not the person you show the world, but the one that quietly lives within. Just like in Marcel Proust's famous Madeleine scene, a single scent can unlock the door to memory. Think about it. One familiar smell can suddenly take you back years, maybe decades, to a moment you didn't even know you still remembered. It could be the smell of rain on the pavement, your grandmother's perfume, or the scent of coffee drifting through a quiet morning. Scents are powerful because they live where words can't reach, in the space between your conscious and your subconscious. A scent doesn't just remind you of something. It reconnects you to the emotions you felt in that moment. It bridges who you were then and who you are now. When a smell catches you off guard and you feel that sudden rush of warmth, nostalgia, or even sadness, that's your inner world speaking. It's your mind and heart recognizing a piece of your story that never really left. That's why the scent you're drawn to today isn't random. It's a quiet signal from within, a small but meaningful step toward understanding yourself on a deeper level. So as you breathe in and notice what calls to you, don't just think about the scent, feel it. Let it guide you. The memories, emotions, and truths that surface might surprise you, but they're all part of who you are. Sometimes, all it takes to rediscover yourself is one deep breath. If you find yourself drawn to the scent of pine, that fresh, earthy fragrance of the forest, it says a lot about your soul. Pine carries the smell of the earth, of deep roots, and of time itself. It's the scent of stability, strength, and quiet confidence. If this is the fragrance that speaks to you, it means you're someone who stands firm when life gets stormy. You know who you are, where you come from, and what truly matters. There's something timeless about you, a calm that others naturally trust. People feel safe around you, as if your presence alone helps them breathe a little easier. You don't need to fill every silence with words. Your energy speaks for you. You're grounded, patient, and loyal, the kind of person others lean on without even realizing it. But your connection to stillness isn't isolation, it's restoration. Solitude recharges you. You find peace not in noise or crowds, but in the quiet rhythm of nature, in the whisper of trees, or in your own steady thoughts. You may not seek attention, yet your quiet strength leaves an impression. The scent of pine mirrors your essence, deep, steady, and alive. You remind others of what it means to stand tall and rooted, even in uncertain times. You're not easily shaken because your strength doesn't come from the outside world. It grows from within. You're also an observer, someone who doesn't rush into things. You take your time, process your thoughts, and make decisions that come from real understanding and experience. People around you see that and naturally trust you. You come across as grounded, logical, and steady, the kind of person others lean on when everything else feels uncertain. There's something deeply comforting about your presence, like the calm in the middle of a storm. But here's something to keep in mind. Strong roots can sometimes make it harder to bend. When change comes knocking, you might find yourself holding on too tightly to what's familiar, even when life is nudging you to grow in new directions. Stability is beautiful. It gives you strength, purpose, and identity. But flexibility is what helps you thrive when the winds shift. Think of it this way. The earth is powerful, but even the tallest pine trees sway with the breeze. They don't fight the wind. They move with it and stand even taller afterward. So, while the scent of pine reminds you of safety and endurance, let it also whisper something else, that bending doesn't mean breaking. Allow yourself to stretch, to shift, to start again if you must. You can stay rooted and still reach for the sky. If your nose is drawn to the fresh, zesty scent of lemon peel, it says a lot about who you are. You're vibrant, curious, and full of movement, the kind of person who doesn't just wait for life to happen, but meets it halfway. The sharp, clean aroma of lemon seems to wake something inside you, that craving for renewal, for clarity, for action. You thrive on momentum. You love the thrill of starting something new, catching opportunities before they slip away. Your creativity isn't just dreamy, it's practical, hands-on, and alive. When an idea hits you, you don't just think about it, you make it real. People around you feel that spark too. Your energy is contagious. Being near you makes them want to move, to create, to do. You have this rare ability to make others feel more awake, more present, just by being yourself. And your mind? It's quick, sharp, and solution-driven. You break problems into pieces, fix what needs fixing, and move forward without wasting time. But sometimes, that same speed can make you overlook the smaller details, the subtle lessons hidden in the quiet moments. So when life gives you lemons, don't just rush to make lemonade. Take a second to breathe in that brightness. Let it remind you that freshness is powerful, but so is depth. True renewal comes when energy meets patience, when excitement learns to rest, just long enough to savor the sweetness beneath the zest. If your senses are drawn to the calm, dreamy scent of lavender, you're someone who carries peace wherever you go. Lavender isn't just a fragrance, It's a feeling, like the quiet sigh at the end of a long day, or the gentle hum of a lullaby drifting through an open window at night. It speaks to the part of you that longs for balance, kindness, and emotional warmth. You crave harmony, not chaos. You don't just move through the world, you soften it. You have a natural gift for empathy. People feel safe with you, safe enough to cry, to fall apart, to be real. You listen without judgment, without rushing to fix things. Sometimes, just your presence feels like medicine. You understand that comfort doesn't always come from words, but from simply being there, holding space for someone else's heart. But there's something else too. Your sensitivity, while beautiful, can sometimes leave you a little drained. You take in other people's emotions like a sponge, and that's why it's so important for you to rest, to refill your own cup. Remember, even the most soothing scent needs still air to linger. Lavender teaches you that peace isn't about escaping. It's about grounding yourself deeply in love, both for others and for yourself. So when you breathe in that soft, floral air, know this: your calm is your strength, your compassion is your power, and your gentle presence is exactly what this noisy world needs a little more of. Your sensitivity is one of your greatest strengths, but it also means that intense emotions can affect you deeply. You feel the weight of other people's struggles, sometimes carrying more than your share. That's why learning to set boundaries is so important for you. Saying no doesn't make you less compassionate. It simply protects your energy so you can continue to give without losing yourself. Lavender, with its calming, restorative scent, mirrors this balance. It soothes and heals, but it also reminds you that even the kindest heart needs limits. Compassion is powerful, yes, but it doesn't make you invincible. You're allowed to step back, recharge, and care for yourself without guilt. On the other hand, if the aroma of freshly ground coffee draws you in, it speaks to a completely different side of you, one that is alert, focused, and ready to take action. Coffee isn't just a scent, it's the signal of a new day, the start of plans being set into motion, the smell of decisions being made. You approach life with discipline, clarity, and purpose. You know how to organize, plan, and follow through, and that determination inspires trust in those around you. People naturally see you as a leader, someone who can take charge and get things done. You have a practical, grounded energy that motivates others to move forward. While some may drift or procrastinate, you are already steps ahead, taking action and producing results. Yet, even in your focused drive, it's important to remember to pause and breathe. Just as coffee awakens and energizes, it also needs to be savored. Life moves fast, but your strength lies in knowing when to act, when to rest, and when to recalibrate, balancing intensity with clarity and drive with mindfulness. But that intense focus of yours can sometimes come with a cost: loneliness. Coffee keeps you alert and energized, pushing you forward when the world around you is still waking up, but even the strongest need rest. It's easy to get caught up in your drive, in plans and goals, and forget to pause. Take the time to recharge, to slow down, savor the small moments, and reconnect with yourself. There's power in a quiet cup of coffee, in a slow, meaningful conversation, in noticing the details that make life rich. These little pauses don't weaken you. They give you balance, perspective, and a steadier kind of strength. Being determined and focused is one of your greatest gifts. You know how to take action, make decisions, and lead with confidence. People look to you and see someone who can get things done, a natural starter, a motivator, a person who brings energy into a room just by being present. Yet, even in your drive, it's important to remember that gentleness with yourself is just as essential as determination. You deserve the same care and attention you give so freely to your responsibilities. This small journey into sense may have surprised you, or maybe it simply echoed what you already sensed deep inside. Remember, choosing a scent is never random. It's a conversation with your heart, your memory, and your soul. As Marcel Proust showed us, smells and tastes unlock the doors of the past. In the same way, the scent you are drawn to today offers a glimpse into who you are in this moment, a subtle yet meaningful insight into your present self. Pay attention to it. Here's a little invitation for you. Pay attention to the scents that weave through your life. Notice them. Really notice them. Think about the coffee you wake up to in the morning. Which beans call to you, dragging you gently into the day? What about the perfume that unexpectedly brings a memory to the surface? A tiny time machine that takes you back to a laugh, a moment, or a feeling you almost forgot. Or the smells in your home, maybe the softness of fresh sheets, the warmth of baked bread, or the faint trace of your favorite candle. Which of these scents energizes you, which soothes you, and which makes you feel fully at home? Becoming aware of these little cues isn't just about nostalgia or comfort, it's about understanding yourself. Scents are subtle guides, quietly influencing your moods, your choices, and even your energy throughout the day. They remind you of who you are, who you've been, and sometimes even who you are becoming. A fragrance can make a moment brighter, a decision feel clearer, or simply give you a pause in the middle of chaos to reconnect with yourself. So, take a deep breath and ask yourself, which scent draws me today? Is it the earthy, grounding aroma of pine needles, carrying the stability of the forest and the quiet strength of rootedness? Or the bright, zesty smell of lemon peel, sparking curiosity, energy, and the urge to take action right now? Maybe it's the soft, calming scent of lavender, wrapping you in peace, emotional balance, and gentle compassion. Or perhaps it's the rich, deep fragrance of freshly ground coffee, sharpening focus, clarity, and determination. There's no right or wrong answer, only what resonates with your soul in this very moment. Once you notice which scent calls to you, take a moment to reflect. Think about how it mirrors a part of you, a hidden desire, a source of energy, or a piece of yourself you haven't fully acknowledged. Your choice may surprise you, or it may feel like a familiar echo of what you already know deep down. And here's the beautiful part. By sharing it, even in the comments, your story might awaken a memory or a feeling in someone else. If this little journey touched you, go ahead and like it. If you want to keep exploring these small but meaningful ways to connect with yourself, to discover the whispers of your own mind, heart, and soul through senses like smell, consider subscribing. Remember, scents are not just what we perceive, they are what we feel. They are subtle signals, little markers along the path of who we are and who we are becoming. So, until the next video, take a deep breath, notice the scent around you, and trust your own inner guidance. Let the smells of your life guide you, not just to memories, but to understanding yourself a little better each day.